Welcome to the Science with Attitude, or SWAT, presentation for the Incredible Water Journey. This unit shows students the form and location of water in nature and the agents that transport and transform water. Students create a random path of the water journey by spinning a chart wheel and record each destination by collecting a bead. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Kim.
And I'm Catherine. And today we're demonstrating SWAT's Incredible Water Journey Kit. This lesson is designed for students from 2nd to 6th grade, and it takes approximately 30 to 45 minutes.
As with all the SWAT kits, the Incredible Water Journey comes with a detailed instructor's notebook that includes an inventory checklist, lesson plans, supplemental information, and recording sheets to record all the data once you're finished with the activity. This kit also has some great fun facts for water included in it as well. It's also important to note that this is an interactive demonstration.
To prepare, set up the spinners around the room on separate tables with corresponding beads. You'll want to make sure there's plenty of room for the students to move around without knocking anything over.
These are all great points, Catherine. Are you ready to start learning about the Incredible Water Journey?
I'm ready.
All right, let's start by reviewing a little bit about what you know. Can you tell me something about the water cycle?
Well, Kim, I know that the water cycle is a continuous journey. And it comes from the clouds as water vapor down to the ground as snow or rain or even ice. And plants and animals use that water, and then it evaporates from our lakes and streams and oceans, and it starts all over again.
Outstanding, Catherine. I'd like to also add that we have to keep in mind that water recycles itself, but we have all the water in the world that we're ever going to have. We don't get any more. So it's very important that we take care of the water we have. Now, having reviewed all this, are you ready to pretend that you're a water droplet on a very incredible journey?
Yes.
All right. The first thing that you're going to need is this pipe cleaner. Every station you go to, you're going to record where you went and put a bead on your pipe cleaner. By the end of the demonstration, you're going to have a water journey bracelet.
Okay.
Does that sound cool?
That sounds cool. Let's get started.
All right. You're also going to need this water journey records sheet. Every time, again, that you go to one of these stations, you're going to write down where you went. So let's begin at this station right here. Go ahead and put a bead on your pipe cleaner.
Okay. Do I need to tie a knot or anything at the bottom, or
Not
just put
yet.
it in the middle?
Just like that. Perfect.
Okay.
And now, here's your water journey sheet. Go ahead and write plants down right there.
I see. So this was my plant spinner.
Right.
All right.
Now, to continue with the game, you're going to spin wherever you are, and it will tell you the next place to go. Keep doing that until you have 9 beads. If it tells you to stay, you'll stay at that station and pick up another bead. Do you get it?
I get it.
All right, let's go ahead and go on our water journey, Catherine.
Okay. Let's take a closer look.
All right, Catherine, where did it tell you to go?
It landed on animal.
Very good. So look around the room, and can you find a spinner that's labeled animal?
Yes, I can.
Very good. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to take a bead from the animal box, and then I'm going to spin that and see where I go next.
And what are you going to do with your journey card?
I'm going to write down animal for line number 2.
Absolutely. You've got this. So go ahead and go to animal.
Okay.
Now what are you going to do there?
Now my spinner told me to stay, that the water remains in the animal.
So go ahead.
So I'll take another red bead, which is representing animal.
Very good. Now what do you think you're going to do to your card?
Well, I guess I'll write down animal again.
Very good.
So far I have plants, animal, animal.
And how many beads do you want altogether?
9 beads.
Very good. Go again.
So I will spin animal again. This time it landed on cloud. And my instruction says water from the breath or perspiration evaporates into the atmosphere. So I need to find the cloud spinner.
Very good.
And the cloud spinner is right by the animal spinner.
Catherine, it's important to point out while you're doing this that these spinners would be spread out all over the classroom in the actual demonstration with the students.
We'd be a little bit more interactive.
Absolutely.
Or a little more active.
Sure thing.
So I have a cloud bead, and I will spin the cloud spinner, and I landed on glacier. And it says water condenses and falls on as snow on a glacier. So my glacier spinner is here on the end. So, excuse me, Kim.
Surely.
So I'm going to put a clear bead to represent the glacier. Would you write down glacier
I
on
can
mine
do that.
for me, please?
And it's also important to notice, as Catherine is doing this, that we've got the beads in a position where children can't easily knock them over because that can create a mess. So make sure the beads are in a stable platform or table. Go ahead and spin again, Catherine.
I did spin, and it landed on stay,
Good.
and it says water stays frozen in the glacier. So I'll add another clear bead representing the glacier. And would you mind writing glacier on
Sure.
my form for me again? And I'll give it one more spin. And I'm going to stay in a glacier. Another clear bead, because the water's staying frozen in my glacier.
And I'm writing it down for you.
Thank you. Another spin. Now I get to move to a river. This says ice melts and flows to the river. So I'm adding my blue bead to represent the river, and I give it a spin, and I landed on the cloud. So I'm going to go back to the cloud.
And when you go back to the cloud, Catherine, why did you go from the river to the cloud?
I went back to the river from the cloud because the water evaporated from the river and went right back up into the cloud.
Very good. And before you go to the cloud, can you do a quick check? How many beads do you have?
I have 8 beads so far.
So what do you know about the cloud for our demonstration? You have 8 beads. How many do you want?
I want 9 beads, so the cloud is going to be my last one.
Very good. That's going to be your last station.
So I have one more white bead for the cloud, and it looks like my bracelet is done.
Very good. Now, let me ask you this. Is that where the water would stay forever in real life?
No.
So where would the water go from the cloud, do you think?
From the cloud, the water could come in lots of different ways. It could come down to the ground as rain. It could go, if it's colder, as ice. It could even come down as snow.
Very good, Catherine. So can you tell me something else besides where water goes from the cloud, something else that you've learned as a result of today's demonstration?
Well, one thing I've learned is that there's not any more water, so we need to be careful and responsible with the water that we do have.
Very good. May I see your beads? We're going to twist this a little bit, and we could measure your wrist to make sure. And by the end of our game, everybody who participates gets an incredible water journey bracelet. Did you have a good time?
I love it. Yes, I did.
Great job, Catherine. And I think that means that you'd probably enjoy one of our many other SWAT kits, including the Enviroscape. We have lots of instructional kits available at dcmga.com.
I would, and we will see you next time.